What if everything you've been through was preparing you for who you're about to become? There comes a moment in every life where who you've been can no longer carry who you're becoming. I've always wondered what will happen if every version of me sat in the same room. The little girl who spoke to the stars as if they were listening. The teenager who collected quotes and promises like they were clues left behind for her. Oh, the dreamer, the believer, the one who almost lost it, the one who refused to. I wonder what they would say to each other. Would they laugh? Would they argue? Would they recognize the woman standing before them now? If there's one thing I've understood, is this. Life doesn't always announce when it's transforming you. Sometimes it happens quietly, in ordinary afternoons, in unanswered questions, in moments that feel insignificant while you're living them. You wake up one day and you realize you've traveled miles from who you used to be. And no, not because of one grand event, but of 1,000 invisible moments. Becoming is a curious thing. While it's happening, it really feels important. It just feels like life. And one day, you turn around and realize those moments were building something, someone, you. And that's the strange thing about becoming. The strange thing about change. It doesn't knock on your door and tell you that your life is about to become unrecognizable. Nah, it arrives in fragments. A thought you can't shake, a conversation there, a dream that refuses to leave, a lesson you didn't ask for, a question that follows you into every room, a door that closes, a door that doesn't. I spent a long time standing between these versions of myself, the one built from comfort, fear, expectations, and survival. The one waiting patiently somewhere beyond the horizon, calling just enough for me to hear. This story begins in that space. The space between certainty and fate, between endings and beginnings, between who I was and who I was meant to become. A dream far too persistent to be ignored. So I followed the clues, the victories, the disappointments, the silence, the lessons hidden in the ordinary days. Most people only meet you at the end of the story. They see the confidence, the growth, the smile, the arrival. But they rarely meet the versions that built it. The versions that doubted, waited, that carried dreams far bigger than their circumstances. The versions that kept going long before there was evidence that anything would work. Lately, I've been thinking about those chapters. Maybe because another year of my life is approaching. Maybe because some stories deserve to be told. Or maybe because before I turn the page, I want to honor the chapters that got me here. So I'll be following the breadcrumbs, a collection of chapters. The beautiful ones, the difficult ones, the forgotten ones. And the next few days, I'll be opening old doors, revisiting old conversations, following footprints left behind by a girl who always believed there was more waiting for her somewhere ahead. This isn't a story about perfection, no success, no about a dream. It's a story about becoming, and every becoming has a beginning. This is mine. And maybe if you stay long enough, you'll discover that this story was never just mine. Maybe you'll find pieces of your own hidden inside it too. Because if you've ever stood at the edge of your own becoming, if you've ever carried something, a future nobody could see, maybe you've been here too, then this story is for you. Not because I have all the answers, but because I walked and still walk the road. So welcome. The story that begins before anyone notices. The one that began with a thought, a feeling. Living an ordinary life outside while something extraordinary was unfolding. The story of invisible battles, carrying a future that doesn't exist yet, holding on to something long before there is proof. A vision before it becomes reality. One day, one episode, one feeling at a time. Because as life unfolds, a story must be told.
May in 1999. May in 1999.
May in 1999.